Bitcoin advocates rebuttal against a misleading letter to the EPA. Binance ship into the help Elon Musk to pay for Twitter. And Ice Cube is down with Dodge. My name is Anuj and this is your nightly crypto news wrap up. Let's get it. On April 20, Congressman Jared Huffman sent a misleading letter to the Environmental Protection Agency about his concerns with Bitcoin mining and its environmental implications. Huffman's letter was backed by 22 others Democratic members of Congress. The facts in his letter seemed willingly embellished and falsified. His interests were nothing short of injurious. Do you think they are going after Bitcoin because they truly care about air, water, and noise pollution? Or because Bitcoin is a threat to the legal system? In response to their feeble attempt to kneecap Bitcoin mining, Michael Saylor tweeted out certain members of the Congress sent a letter to the EPA premised on several misparticipation about Bitcoin mining. We have authored a response to clear the confusion, correct inaccuracies, and educate the people. The rebuttal letter co-signed by Jack Dorsey and Mike Novogratz, to name a few, clear the air with accurate facts to set the record straight. If you take the time to read Congress letter and then read the rebuttal, there is a few good laughs in there for sure. Huffman and Congress was incorrected on basically everything they said. But one of the biggest misconception about the letter from Congress is that there was a no distraction from the data center and a power generation facility. Castle Island Ventures told Blockworks it's not really the EPA's mandate to say what are you doing with the data center is environmentally damaging because it's not a data center that actively causing the damage. It is a generation of power and it's already regulated. Keep in mind, the power grid like the ones that power your house 24/7. At night, energy used to be wasted when you slept. Bitcoin actually optimized the leftover power and put it into the work. Huffman also incorrectly stated Bitcoin mining alone produces 37,000 tons of electric waste a year. Truth is, the fact come from an old research paper and the claims that the Bitcoin miners produce enormous quantity of e-waste is purely academic fantasy. I can go on about everything they say and why they were wrong. But what infuriates me about the most is that the 23 members of Congress would back something without even looking into it. It's a lot about why so many things are out of whack in this country and why so much money and time get wasted arguing over inaccuracies. So let's do a quick market watch. Bitcoin coming in at $36,351, down 8% for the day. Ethereum coming in at $2,739, down about 6% of the day. Not a good day for crypto. Let's move ahead and check our top losers. GMT down 17%, Zakila down 14%, Phantom down 14%, Gala down 14%, Near Protocol down 14%, AR down 13%, Axie Infinity down 13%, ApeCoin down 13% on the day and 46% on the week. And if you look at our top movers, the only thing is green here is stablecoin and Anchor Protocol, and everything is literally red. Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin goes down. It really come as a surprise to me. As we are moving down to those summer lows at $29,000, it's possible, but we have to let the time tell. Now back to the news. We have all heard about that the richest person in the world, Elon Musk, have purchased a Twitter for an exorbitant amount of money, $44 billion on to be exact. Since then, several companies and institutions are chipping in to help finance the Musk takeover. CryptoVerifying.com states the aggregate value of the newly reported commitment total around $7.13 billion, 16.22% for what Musk paid for Twitter. One of those companies who chipped in Musk's commitment to endorse free speech is none other than the popular crypto exchange Binance. In an embed 13-day scheduled file with the SEC, Binance pledged $500 million to the cause, making them the fourth largest contributor. It feels to me like that Binance have to help Musk get the Doge out, but they are not the only ones with key to the canal. Oshia Ice Cube Jackson recently tweeted, "Come on with it, build. You know I am down with the Doge army." If you don't know, Ice Cube founded the Big Three Basketball League, which is a professional 3-on-3 league. The Big Three choose to sell the team rights through Fire Tire NFTs, which create ownership of threes, licensing, intellectual property, and legal approved products. The Aliens is one of the teams in the A3 League. Funding chairman of My Doge Wallet, Bill Lee, told Cube that he would have purchased some Fire Tire B3 Aliens. So as long as Ice Cube would accept Doge for the payment. To that, he responded, "Come on with it, Bill." Bill Lee ended up with the purchasing 25 of Fire Trier Big 3 Aliens for $600,000, setting the record for the largest commercial transaction in Doge history. Now, the aliens will display My Doge and Dogecoin logos on their jersey and endorse Doge as a main sponsor. This isn't the only bullish news for the Doge either. Shiba Lun and Doge are now accepted by Gucci. Although this recent hype hasn't made much of a difference in price. In the long term, this is a type of exposure that will eventually take everyone's favorite meme coin back to the moon. Maybe. That's all I got. Thank you.